seconds without Celery.
Ags on Aramis. Here it comes. Going after the SF.
Straight in. Oh, it's going to work. Oh, but the snowball. The counter plays there, but it does allow him to kill off Thompson at once. It kills Thompson once, and now with the start of the turn, they can turn. It's Saxa. Thompson with his second life jump straight to the side with the blink dagger. Now focusing on fire straight onto Boom. Boom trying to get the race out, but Boom goes down. Boom's going to be back in with the buyback. Thompson just chasing.
Similar lane concept that they were doing, right? Don't pick a melee carry into Slardar. Get that distance so you can use beat on them. So, cool.
Yeah, I mean, sort of, how do you sort of rate Silencer at the moment here? I mean, you talk about the interaction with being able to play aggressively with the bat, but other sort of factors like what makes this hero work at the moment in a core role?
Did both of those whiff? I think both.
I think he missed. They looked a little ambitious. They were sort of off to the side. They didn't hit Thompson for sure.
Yeah.
There was definitely two raises that did not connect.
Aramis, he's going aggressive on Thompson here. Oh, Thompson.
He's got the backup. Oh, he needs one more hit. He's not going to find it.
The range.
I mean, Thompson will tell you that he knew that. He trusted in Saxa. He was like, I don't care hanging around in lane. You can go on me, but Saxa's going to have me covered.
I mean, the 20 HP, the raindrop, and I think even the armor from the tower may have saved him, right? Like, because he was under it. Just little things kicking in there. They even put, okay, they accidentally put a ward down as well during that exchange, right in the middle of the tower, but all good. Thompson survives. And Saxa continuing to be active.
See that bottom. I'm going on to Nota, but Nota's got the stick charge in the living armor. They're turning on to Toby. They'll be able to get the kill onto him. Aramis is trying to finish it off, but he's got to run away from mid one. Damage between the two of them too much. Aramis trying to juke. He'll turn with the range drop. He felt that he could get the kill on Nota, but he couldn't. Indeed, that range drop saves him at the same time. Thompson, he was able to get in the jungle and find Boom. And very good timing here. And with that in mind, you know, unless they can start making some moves onto Thompson, he's going to get a lot further ahead than the Boom's never going to be able to get. His mid lane set. Jump in, got the last side, look for the quick kill onto Celery. Aramis just come in with the cookie onto all of it, but it's not enough to save Celery. Now Aramis himself in trouble as Thompson to step will try and run him down. Boom's coming across to force them away, comes in with the first raise. Then onto Thompson, but cannot close the gap. The double will fall, but again, Thompson, I mean, this mid-arc bottom, 4-0 and 1. Thompson having a beautiful start to this, thanks to these movements that his team's making, coming in and helping him get so many kills.
Let's be careful. He has to jump away. If he hits him once more, he gets lassoed and dies there.
Bottom, Motel. Gone to Aramis, but mid one being a little cautious as Toby comes in with the TP. Notel actually doing so much damage alone to Aramis, nearly bringing him down. Toby will be able to stop Notel. Down with the crush, but backs up here for Notel. Saxa's over with the snowball. They are going to start firing off the Mortimer's kisses. With that crush, they're kind of turning around. They'll be able to get the 2 kills in response. They won't quite be able to get a hit on mid one, so not enough to slow him down and set.
It's under attack.
Other day, Diffusal. Getting very close now for the Weaver.
Okay. I mean, when he's got, if he gets that at a decent time, like he can still look to get involved, and Silencer is very vulnerable. But bottom.
Again, making another move, stripping it onto the Slardar. Toby's trying to run the globals out. Toby pops the stick charges. They do manage to keep him alive, as now he's able to turn over towards Notel. And with the big hole coming out, they're able to blow up mid one. Viking, solid turn out here on the bottom lane, as again, they're managing to find ways to enable Booming him to get towards what is going to be quite a good timing on this BKB.
Absolutely. There is some BKB piercing disables though. 3 of them in fact, and a global. So lots of different things they do have with this bottom. They really want this tower. OG, they're doubling down, bringing in 3-4 heroes.
Shab will be able to finish off the tower. See how many lives they lose because of this, as Aramis will be left. Saxa guards out, they've grabbed another. Notel closing the gap with the lead. You see the knockback from the flame break the tower, but it does cost them the lives of both supports.
Just keeps responding and getting these big kills in return every single time, it feels. They're waiting on the high ground here too, Shad.
Shad's coming in.
There's ascension for him.
Put with the time lapse as soon as he's aware that their setup is out of them. Careful, 300 away from having a defusal. Lasso, dragging him up onto the cliff. He's stuck, but the rookie save. Aramis able to get off the cliff. keeps him safe
boom,
still.
though.
He had to use the record to push him back. Is he going to cost him his life? He's still alive, finding balls, but now the more that is coming out, they're getting kills in response. They'll find No-Tail. Shad's trying to run down Midbon. Midbon trying his best to juke away on the Weaver, but 7 Midbon are on top of Shad. Shad pots the stick, but he's too squishy. As Thompson, he's just cleaning up. Only Aramis is left. He's doing his best to run, but the Spark Race are being laid down. The silence kicks in. Seb diving and tanking the tower as they'll claim another kill. And with that, the team one as OG clean up. Viking this time not able to push, just bully him out of the game, out of the lane every time that he comes back into it.
See what they can do top here, though. They have the defusal.
So they've got the kisses coming out to Midbon, dust out as well. Midbon being surrounded, the silence does kick into Boom, but Midbon will fall. Able to use their resources to take down one, but on the side, the fight continues as Shad and Aramis find themselves the kill onto.
Maybe they get Seb.
They're going to get Seb as what they are.
I send you back to the front.
Okay, big return kills there.
Yeah, Shad able to clean up nicely with the diffuser blade as we're seeing, just allowing him to do a lot of damage at this point of the game. And when the fights do start to fall apart, Thompson out with the PP, nothing from Shad, of course, to be able to cancel that. Get the double though. Thompson actually in a position where he's able to kick out a lot of damage before he does finally fall. Leave Roshan and try for a smoke wraparound. They know that Viking GG are going to be held over on this side, prepared to jump into the pit when they see OG going for it. OG wants to catch them beforehand.
On Thompson. He was already hitting hard.
Yeah. And we saw Midbon get pretty farmed on the Arc One last year. You know, Thompson's still, seen it as a challenge to try and outdo it.
Oh, the shards.
Boom. Got BKB ready to pop, but feels threatened, and he's just going to use No-Tail, holds him back though through the BKB with the overgrowth. Global Silence comes out, Shad trying to commit onto No-Tail, the Weak will get the kill, but now with the Silence and the control, Shad's in trouble, does still manage to get the timelapse off in time, but he's going to fall so low.
He's going
to tick down to the curse, then on top of him, Toby's managed to be able to finish the Silencer, and now Toby's alone as Thompson and Saxa surround him, the Slardar will fall. Jump ball from Seb. He's got the lasso. He's managed to catch up Boom as Boom dragged back over. Can Viking do anything to save him? They cannot. Boom's out of the game for 70. That will give them a solid amount. Pretty crazy performance from Midbon, and then Thompson coming in 11-0-5. Just doing the same thing again.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely came doing their homework today versus Viking versus the Slaughter first pick. Both games back to back. All these heroes just getting poked from a distance from OG. Boom down to half HP. The mech is forced back down to half HP.
Just a spam, sort of a curse out, a few hits from the Arc Warden. And the heroes of Viking have to be so cautious that they're trying to poke at Thompson, but he's playing confident with that Aegis. He's just standing there on the high ground, punching into the racks, and Viking GG, they just can't seem to push him off. Finally pop the fortification.
Thanks.
OG, they're not going anywhere. They're standing here on the high ground. Another curse out. Again with the bubble Shad. Does manage to get in to get the double, but he's got very close to them. Time-lapse use to get out to the side. Seb found the jump onto Aramis. Bringing him back. Global Silence is out. The BKB's there, but getting the overgrowth straight away after the BKB. Pops down the SF. Shad's got to get out of there. Aramis is going to fall. They just cannot fight OG. They don't have the heroes or the items. OG are just too far ahead. Viking GG, they cannot tackle OG at all.
Celery's nearly dying from doubles too, as well as Aramis, as these hits.
Saxa, extra bit of control. The Silence is going to chase down the Weaver with the snowball. And looking over to Toby as well. He's doing down. Saxa's going to TP out underneath the tower. He's going to get away with it. Getting in that close, that aggressive, and also able to escape. They can't even kill a hero when he's under their tier 4 towers. Walked away from the base. Viking, they pounce on him and they kill him.
What was he? Was he looking for a kill? Because they had left there like 40 seconds ago or something.
I think he was just farming the creeps. He was chilling.
He was just relaxed. He got caught off guard. G now.
Right.
I have to be careful for 30 seconds.
What Viking can do with this? Looking over towards Saxa in the trees. Dust comes out. Shad's been caught. BKB's there in time before the lasso. He's still locked in position. With the BKB up, there's no follow damage to kill off Shad. Bash there onto Taxa. They find the killer. Shad's continuing to chase for more. Midbon's able to force up to the high ground. Curse out two of them. Shad.
Nice
Time-lapse is out. Toby down a little too deep. Can they save him? They cannot. Midbon's got the damage to kill him off. Shad goes back in over towards Seb. Seb's too speedy though for Shad to stay on top of as he's away. Midbon's been left behind though in the mid lane. The Dust is out. Put the Global Silence, but Midbon, he cannot stand his ground against this damage. Viking GG, they killed the silencer. No-Tail's coming in with a CG set, jump forward once again, boom, with a BKB red pin, pushing No-Tail onto the side. They've got the vision as well. No-Tail falls. That's going to be a dead No-Tail for 45. Thompson's back in the game, trying to get kills. This time it's Viking getting out. Boom's able to TP under the noses. Celery will be left behind. But Viking, I mean, they showed us now how
tower is under attack.
got wars that, but I mean, they see each other here. Both teams with Thompson's going to be set first to jump those straight up with the last of it. Toby's in with the counterplay, comes in with the crush. Sep, everybody getting yuked off in time. They're able to hit Boom off the cliff. The cookie, Boom turns over towards Sep. Sep's going to go down. The living armor from Hotel, not enough to save him. Thompson's TPing out of here. They're trying to back away. Shad over to the side. He's tying up the two of them. Boom gets the second kill. Shad's still alive, has been cursed, still has the BKB and the time-lapse to rely on. Mid1 and No-Tail are hunting him, but the rest of Viking could sweep over to try and connect. Chad going back in. Cooch, it does mean that curse is going to last for quite some time, but so not enough to kill him. He picks up the demon edge, he gets out of there.
Big landing moments, but Thompson has now arrived. The neutral item. Aramis is able to get, I think it was what, a parry fire or something? Very close to having very similar timings.
That's going in. See what he can do. No-Tail's in the trees already. Side, Thompson going with the Thames double. No-Tail with the overgrowth. They got the grab on the slide out. Toby's out of the game, but he has got buyback. No-Tail slides to the side. He's able to live. BKB pop by Shad as Shad starts to back away. Boom with the BKB trying to commit with the ult, but straight away the global silence comes in, and now Boom, he's got nothing else to protect himself. Has just got the one charges. Thompson trying to chase this with the doubles. The Sparkrace getting laid down. Boom and Celery, they've got to juke this out. The focus going to be paired over the way towards the Chen, but Boom, he's dodging the Sparkrace. Toby comes in with a crush. He's got the catch onto Seth. The bubble's going to be laid down. This is a flying over, pushing OG back, but Thompson's still able to chain onto Toby. The cookie gets Toby back towards the fountain, and Toby will survive. He's able to get back just in time to the fountain region to keep him alive, but there's two dead on Viking GG. OG's got the full squad up as they clean up the top racks, and now over towards mid they go. This tier 3 in trouble. 30 seconds without Chad and 30 seconds without Celery.
Ags on Aramis. Here it comes. Going after the SF.
Straight in. Oh, it's going to work. But it's stoppable. The counter play is there, but it does allow him to kill off Thompson at once. It kills Thompson once, and now with the stun on the turret, they can turn. It's Saxa. Thompson with his second life jumps straight to the side with the blink dagger. Now focusing on fire straight onto Boom. Boom trying to get the race out, but Boom goes down. Boom's going to be back in with the buyback. Thompson is chasing, jumping forward with the E-Blade blink build on his double. He gets the kill. Boom, the only man left standing, and he's forced back to the fountain. It was, I mean, it was a beautiful attempt. It was a beautiful attempt, and it just wasn't enough. Thompson even killing off Boom inside of the fountain. Jad's trying to turn things. They are low. Has managed to time lapse mid-1. Will go down. The E-Blade hit not there in time to stop the final right click. And with the second E-Blade, it looks like Shad will die for his efforts. And with all 5 dead, no buybacks, there should be room for OG to close this one up. As GG is called, and indeed OG will take game 2. This time around with much more of a lead, but once again, you know, Viking GG, you got to give them credit.